Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders.
To kick off.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
For the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receiver took advantage.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They go play action. Mariota. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Return for Thomas. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Raven first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
J.K. Dobbins.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3rd and 14.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Muse with it.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Room for Jenkins there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 36, Mariota. He'll let this go. This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs 64 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw again is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 20! And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Mark Ingram, 51 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's all...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Anthony Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Maurice Hurst, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota.
He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this. And work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Mark Ingram, the ball.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Yards. And it's 3rd down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Clay Matthews, still one of the best at doing that as he gets in to make the tackle behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw Mariota. Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota now from the 50. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw left side, complete. That's Jenkins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
5-yard line.
First down, Mariota. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Mariota. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 3-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Brings up 7.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. As the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Partner, less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
Raiders.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Taken about 7 yards deep. And Bad decision to bring it out. Ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Anthony Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And a Raven 1st down.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
On the carry for Bolton.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down. Ingram
again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Game at 14.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
First down there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. First throw now for the backup Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Jackson being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
On the carry for Baltimore.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The give to Mark Ingram.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle that slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He's across midfield.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go play action. Mariota is going to find his running back. It's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He has been a security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
First down, Ravens.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Grant Haley in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Another run here with Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into him. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Maurice Hurst in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And now he's going to use his legs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Carr. Oh, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. On first down, Dobbins. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 46 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
And the lead is now 13.
He is good. Makes the score Ravens 27, Raiders 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congrats.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. The option that's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Ravens 27.
So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick.
For Las Vegas.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.